Okay, now let's look at the last one, F. F is equal shares, and it's 2 halves that make up a whole. We're going to go back to this one that was C, where I made a mistake. Some would say that this is not equal shares, but I believe it is. And my justification would be, even though it's not 2 halves, because it had really 3 parts, we'll get into this later, or you'll get into this in 3rd grade. If this was really 4 parts, because I made this into 4 parts, and there were 2 parts that were shaded, that's still 1 half. So I'm saying that it is. Whereas some say, well, it was 3 parts that make up a whole, or that make up a whole, and it was not halves. I don't want to confuse you. It is equal shares. That's what we were looking at, and that's what we're going to say, is that they were equal shares. All right, so we're going to quickly look at some other things that this is not what you're doing here on your packet, but this is not exactly what you're doing, but you're doing something similar. And this is the circle the shapes that have 2 equal shares with 1 share shaded. Okay, so this is 2 equal shares. 1 share is shaded, correct? So you're going to circle it. Now, are these 2 equal shares? No, this one has a little bit shaded and a lot is not shaded. So we're not going to circle that one. Okay, look at this one. Are there 2 equal shares? This one and this one are the same amount on both sides, and 1 share is shaded. So we're going to circle that one. And then here, we don't have 2 equal shares. We have 3 equal shares, but our directions say 2. So we're not going to shade that one. Down here, it says shade 1 half of the shapes that are split into 2 equal shares. Now, if they're not 2 equal shares, are we going to shade them? No, we are not. So A was done for us. B is 2 equal shares, and we're going to shade 1 half. Okay? C is not 2 equal shares. D is not 2 equal shares. E is, so we're going to shade just 1 half of it. Now, I know Miss Coker is using a pen, but I would like for you to use a pencil. All right, F has 2 equal shares. And you're shading them. Shading 1 half. G, same thing. H is not 2 equal shares, so we're not going to shade it. I, this right here is the rectangle that it's looking at. It's equal shares, so we're going to shade 1 half. J, equal shares, we're shading 1 half. And K, almost it's equal shares, but there's a little bit more on this side, I believe, than there is on this side. So we're not going to shade that one. All right, the next one is on this side was partition the shapes. Remember, partition means to divide or separate or break up. Divide the shapes to show halves. Shade 1 half of each, okay? So we're going to divide it, and then we're going to shade it. Just do your best in trying to get it as close to equal shares as you can. This one, and then this one, I'm going to put it right across, and we're going to shade. Okay, now we're going to look at rectangles. We can do that, and then just shade it. And then this one, do half and shade it. This one, get a little more creative and shade it. And then this one, half and shade it. So that was the objective this time, is just to look at equal halves. Okay, and shade 1 half of them. Now yours looks like this, and I know it's 2 on 1 page. Mine is not. But you're going to do the same thing. You're going to circle the shapes. You're going to shade the shapes of the equal shares only, 2 equal shares only. D, not 2 equal shares, so you're not going to shade it. Okay? There's some others on here that you're not going to shade because they're not equal shares. And the same thing, you're going to partition. Remember that word partition means to divide. Okay? The shapes to show equal, to show halves, and shade 1/2 of them. That is your work for today. If you have any questions, or if your parents have any questions, they can refer back to this video or the video from Embark that I'm going to put on Google Slides, the Google Slides from Embark, or please, you can contact me and I will do my best to help you. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I love and miss you.